Well, you know, Marco's Pizza has plenty of pizza options, but the last time I checked, Matt Melzak, they do not have a crow-topped pizza, and I feel like I need to eat a little bit of crow, because it wasn't too long ago I was saying, Walleye, they're pretty much locked into the 3 seed in the ECHL Central Division. Well, they're now in second. They're just 4 points back of Indy, and we're now looking at perhaps another Central Division championship.
You know, Mark, I hate to say it, but I told you a while back, pump the brakes. There's still a lot of hockey to be played. Things go in cycles sometimes. You get hot waves, you get cold waves. Toledo happened to have just a pretty heavy cold wave to start the year. And on the opposite, they get into the new calendar year, and now they're riding a hot wave. As hot as you could possibly be, I think, right now for the Toledo Walleye. With what they're doing, this stretch right now is as good as it gets. And they look like a team very similar to what we've seen in years past.
They won Wednesday in Wheeling and then winning at home both Friday and Saturday. That's 4 straight victories at home. And after that 6-0 win over Iowa Saturday, I think Dan Watson had some very revealing comments about perhaps the early season struggles at home, and he took the blame for that.
Yeah, he really did, and hats off to him for that. And I think the part of the reason is because he wants to put such an emphasis on winning home games. And, you know, you take care of business at home, you go 500 on the road, you're going to have a great season. Well, this team's been really good on the road, 10 games over 500, but they've struggled at home and just recently have started to figure that out. And, you know, I think some of it is you put such an emphasis on it. You start doing things you're not comfortable doing, and you try to make that extra play, that extra pass, and then all of a sudden it's picked off, it's going the other way. Team's got an on-man rush, they score a goal, you leave your goaltender out to dry. Those things happen when you're trying to press the issue sometimes too much, and this team is really good at keeping everything very simple. Now, last year's team was different. They could press the issue. They could force you all day long. This team is really good at just the simple plays, and when they do that well, it works out great for them.
Yeah, that's the other thing that Dan talked about. That we're just playing north-south hockey. We're just trying to get up the ice, get back down the ice, play good defense. Offense is going to come out of that, and keeping it simple has led to success.
Yeah, it really has. And you look at the numbers just since January 1st, I think is the good benchmark there. It probably started a little bit right around the Christmas holiday, but then you look at January 1st because that just kind of evens things up nicely for us. But it's a great run right now. They're scoring 4.5 goals a game. They're allowing 2.2 per game. You're outscoring teams by 2 goals a night. You're going to obviously win a ton of hockey games. And right now, that's why Toledo is so far up now in the top 10 in both offense and defense. We thought at the beginning of the year, there's no way this team's going to be a top 10 offense. Now they are. There's no way this team's going to be a top 10 defense, Mark, when you were eating crow earlier. And now they are. And now they're second best in the league. So it's really turned around heavily, and it's just being simple. This team is so effective being simple.
John Lethman had the shutout on Saturday. I want to say 26 saves.
Sebastian Kosa, actually.
Kosa had the
Kosa,
yep. So both Lethman and Kosa, they've been racking up these shutouts as of late, but it's not just because of the goalies. We're getting much better play in front of them.
Yeah, I think that's a big factor in it. Now, those guys are good, and there's no question about it. Sebastian Kosa's last 6 starts, he's 4-1-1, a goals against under 2, save percentage in .933, so he's playing a lot better, but that defense in front of him has been so good. And it's the same with John Lethman. They're keeping everything to the outside. And these guys are so good. I mean, Coase is a first-round pick for a reason. He's going to make that stop when he's seeing it every time. John Lethman, same thing. For Lethman, it's a little bit different because he had no training camp. So really basically that November, December time was him getting into, I'm seeing the puck enough. And you're trying to share the net with a young player, so now he's not getting into that that repetitiveness of playing a lot of hockey. Now, at this point, they're rotating back and forth. Every other game has been either Lethman or Kosa, and you can see that comfortableness that both of them have.
Absolutely. Now, keep your eye on the schedule because those games in Rapid City, oddball times. It's the morning game on Wednesday, and it is a mountain time zone, so 9 o'clock starts then on both Friday and Saturday against the Rush.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Mark. Thanks for the time, as always.
All righty.
Eat that crow.